Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Houston Cougars, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Utah Utes offense will be first on the attack. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though. And David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most. And that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
Quickly complete. After the filthy move, he's got room. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utah!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And the extra point is good. The Cougars offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's a...
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
And some room to work. Got the first down. Looking for more. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So, which...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was Pater.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They'll line up for a second down play. To the air, it's Dampier. Firing to the right, complete. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Defense in press coverage. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Glover. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple yards.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get...
Lofts one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Utes will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Now on 2nd down. To the air. It's Dampier. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Utes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close and it'll come out to the 20. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll try the right side. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The give into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Tosses it incomplete. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Here's a heat. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one. Return, he'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Utes have moved it inside the 20. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Now improvising. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the third and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? You be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Here's the pressure. Pulls it in. It's Turner. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of... He could on the punt return. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. There he goes. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's talk for a second about Houston. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back, gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll lead the offense out there to try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
All right, guys, let's talk Houston. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Zings it complete to the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Makes the grab. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a second and long. Handoff to the single running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
You want to talk about leg talent? That kid just made that kick 40-plus yards into the wind. That's incredible.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Pressure coming. Got a man. It's Sanford. Crosses the 35. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Houston going up tempo. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Broussard. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. He unleashes a long one. Grabs it inside the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. To the air, it's Dampier. He's got it. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's got his man. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Absolutely perfect. That brings them to within 1. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Salt Lake City.
The Utes will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broke. As he stopped at the 25. The Houston comes onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the 2nd half. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. Turning it on. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Cougars headed quickly to the line.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs. And that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Rhodes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Houston is moving it quickly down the field.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Looking for room. It's Rhodes. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on Makes the grab. It's Rhodes. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Houston has it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets...
Beck's going for the goal. Got some room entered to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Now they'll try the right side. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Snagged in the middle. It's Andrews. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. And the Utes will call on their punt team. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Right back to the well. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Punt is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Sure hands, it's Glover.
And A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Utes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Looking to throw, it's Dampier. He's got the back in the middle. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
And the Utes are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Out of the shotgun on third down. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. The give to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cougars have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The toss sweep to the right. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll move the tight end. Right back to him on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Gonna run it. It's Sanford. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. He'll sneak it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. The give to the tailback. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good, easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Utes want to pick up the tempo. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds a tight end.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Completes it in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Bray. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the open. And they'll do more than move. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Looking for the score. Oh, it's picked off. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Such a hard position to be successful, and when you know you need 2 scores and it's under 2 minutes, the defense, look at them. Great job playing pass, understanding the situation, breaking on the football, and ending this football game.
Leaves it with the running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This is why Rice Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Here's the handoff. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive, great talent.